Welcome to Touch Technology Review. Today we're going to be checking out this little bad boy, the Boya BY-PM500W USB and wireless microphone. This is quite a novel feature to be incorporated into a desktop microphone, the ability to go wireless should you need to do so. So I'm actually using the microphone in wireless mode at the moment. I've plugged in the wireless dongle into my iMac behind me and I'm recording it into the Voice Memos app on OS X. And this is the audio that you're listening to right now out of the microphone. This is what it sounds like, unadulterated, unaffected. I haven't applied any noise reduction or EQ of any kind. And as you can see, I'm situated about 10 centimeters away from the microphone. I've put it into the Cardioid condenser mode. There's two different modes that you can record in. And this mode is best for doing this type of face-to-camera recording for podcasts where you want to isolate the vocal and it will bias the recording of audio coming in from the front of the microphone and it will reject noise coming in from the sides and the back. There's also an omnidirectional mode, which I've flicked into now. And this basically will introduce more room noise into the recording. It's ideally suited for recording instruments or perhaps where you have other guests in the room. So I want to go back to the Cardioid condenser pattern for the rest of the recording. As you can see, or as you can hear rather, it does sound much cleaner and it really does focus in on the vocals, which is what we want for this type of recording. Now, in terms of the other features of the microphone, we have a dial on the front, which allows us to dial up and down the levels of the headphone. As I'm monitoring, it has a 3.5 input to attach a set of headphones, and there's also a 3.5 input on the wireless dongle, and that allows you to monitor the level coming in on the wireless connection. At the bottom, there's also the touch button for pairing the Bluetooth function to the dongle, and there's also a USB-C Type 3 input should you want to go in via a cable. There are two cables provided with the microphone itself. In the box, there's a USB-C cable and also a USB-C to USB Type A for older devices. In terms of the battery life of the microphone, you get up to 8 hours of wireless recording and it takes about 1.5 hours to charge. The wireless range itself is up to around 20 meters, which means that you can be recording in and around most households and even outdoors, leaving your recording device in a fixed position inside if you choose to do that. So the other good thing about the wireless feature, especially when you're doing this type of face-to-camera video, is the streamlined look. So as you can see, there is no wire coming out of the microphone, only the cable that I've got for monitoring the audio via headphones. So if I was doing a face-to-camera video without headphones, it could even have a cleaner look where you've just got the microphone itself sitting on the desktop. So that's a pretty nice feature for those of you doing video podcasts or YouTubing. In terms of compatibility, it should work with most desktop and laptop computers, along with mobile devices, irrespective of whether you're a Windows or Mac user, or whether you use iOS or Android devices. The compatibility for both wireless mode and wired is available no matter what device you have. And this is a test recording using the Voice Memos app on my iPhone. So I've plugged the Boya BY-PM500 directly into the port of the iPhone. I've got a Lightning to USB-C camera connection kit cable that comes in around $30, and I've plugged the wireless dongle with the USB Type A connection on it into my iPhone, and this is what it sounds like. And finally, a test connecting the Boya BY-PM500W via the provided USB-C cable, which is now connected into my iMac. And you'll probably notice there's significantly less line noise using the wired cable connection. It is a slightly cleaner sound and certainly has a little bit more tone and definition when you do use the wired connection. And this is an example of what it sounds like. So a great option if you're looking for an entry-level microphone with the added ability to go wireless should you need to do so. If you want more information on the product, I'll leave a link in the description box below. And if you have any comments or questions, drop them in the comments box below. If you want to see more from me, hit me up with a like and consider subscribing to the channel so you'll be notified of up and coming video releases. See you on the next one. Bye for now.